Hey, Charles, who's got your back?
Keith Ferrazzi is an extraordinary guy.
Our next guest is in the business of helping other businesses get better.
He has a really wonderful personal way to engage with the audience.
The breakthrough program to build deep, trusting relationships that create success and won't let you fail. It's called The Secret to Finding the 3 People Who Will Change Your Life. You advise companies.
We advise individuals and large corporations to deepen the most important relationships to them, the teams, etc. We need people in our camp, at least 2 or 3 people that have your back.
So then everyone needs lifeline relationships no matter what we do.
From the youngest folks to the oldest folks. My mom had one. She's met with her card club group, which is her lifeline relationship that helped her get through the death of my father for 45 years every month. That's why Weight Watchers works, because of the peer-to-peer support, showing up, encouraging each other, etc. The same system can work for your career. So depending upon what you want to achieve, what kind of goals you have in your life, will depend upon what kind of people you want to surround yourself with. But it's not just networking. What we're talking about here is finding a few key deep relationships where you can really let your guard down, where you can really tell them what's going on in your life, if you're struggling, if you're challenging. Those are the kind of relationships that we call lifeline relationships, and Who's Got Your Back helps you identify those individuals, pick them out, set your goals together, and then get on a pathway to really achieve your success. Even the best athletes have coaches, right? So why don't all of us have somebody really pushing us, holding us accountable? I want to create a movement of people connecting with other people more authentically and seriously. You want to be rich? Make other people successful. You want to be an entrepreneur? Who's going to invest in you? It's a person. It's about people. Relationships drive your success. Are there people around you who you look at and at 25 years old, you're going up to them and you're saying, I want to be you someday? And by the way, you're being immensely generous to them by saying that to them, and they're going to want then you to be a success after they've given you advice. It's almost like they're investing in you. Think about you as a company. It's the most exciting thing because the answer is these people are all around us every day. The most frustrating thing is we don't choose to invite them in. You realize that 50% of Americans say that they don't know who has their back. They say, I couldn't do that with my wife, I couldn't do that with my boss. You don't have to do that with either of them to start with. Pick one person that you feel safe enough with. You know, our friends feed us crap all the time. They really do. They tell us what they think we want to hear. That's not a lifeline relationship, at least.
It's an extraordinary book, Who's Got Your Back. You write about the courage to be vulnerable.
We got to learn to let our guard down and invite people into our life and be a little bit vulnerable. You've got to be willing to let your guard down. People are not going to use it against you. And in fact, if anybody out there is an evil person, don't live your life protecting yourself against the 3% who are. Live with the 97% who aren't. Every time I made big mistakes, it was usually because I was a coward.
That's excellent. Thank you for saying that. Is
I was
true.
incapable of firing that individual, and it eroded my cash flow in a startup business too long. I was incapable of stepping up and telling my investors that this is a crappy business. We shouldn't even be in it anyway. There are way too many of us, and I say us because I've been there as well, who go through life struggling alone. And I'm even talking about married people. And we don't have to do this alone. We can let other people in to help. We can pick up with generosity and help other individuals. That's the way this country is going to get back on its feet, and that's the way each one of us are going to thrive. This book is now being used by some of the titans of industry to help solidify the strength of their companies as they turn around into potential growth going forward.
Keith Ferrazzi is CEO of Ferrazzi Greenlight. He has counseled the world's top enterprises on how to dramatically accelerate the development of business relationships to drive sales, spark innovation, and create team cohesion. The book is Who's Got Your Back? He also wrote Never Eat Alone. He's Keith Ferrazzi.